Hi, my name is Keatyn Good, and welcome back to episode 2 of Keatyn Talks Sports. If you're watching this video on YouTube and you didn't see my last video on YouTube, you'll be confused as to why it's a shorter length video. This will be because on YouTube I am doing shorter length, more digestible content there. I will be doing the full episodes. on Spotify at Keatyn Talks Sports. And yeah, so if you want to watch me, or I guess listen to me ramble for an hour and a half at a time sometimes, please follow me over there. That's where you'll see the full-length version of these videos. And yeah, I appreciate you. This video will be divisional round overreactions in AFC and NFC championship predictions. And then at the end, we don't have a who's ah and who's ga this week. We'll just do reading comments. And maybe I'll do a short who's ah, who's ga, but I'll probably work that into my divisional round overreactions. Starting with the first game of the weekend, the Buffalo Bills and the Denver Broncos. Wow, what can you even say? What a game it ended up being. I'll be as unbiased as possible during my recap. What a game it ended up being. But at the same time, what a win it ended up being for me as a Chiefs fan. I mean, wow, best case scenario. Let me get this out of the way right now. Best case scenario, the Bills lose. Josh Allen continues to be a playoff choker. The narrative around Allen now is the lowest it's ever been. I guess maybe the worst it's ever been. Denver won, which for me personally, that would have been worst case scenario. I would have much rather Buffalo go through. But the positive for me, and I will never celebrate an injury, the positive for me is that Bo Nix did end up getting hurt, but only because I think Denver would have made it to the Super Bowl. I think they would have beat New England. So, with Stidham playing, I'm hoping it doesn't happen. I'm hoping he doesn't have his Nick Foles run. But, wow, Josh Allen, 4 fumbles, 3 fumbles of them lost, 2 interceptions for Josh Allen. One of them a little controversial. Did Brandon Cooks catch that? This might be an unpopular opinion. I'm going to say no, he did not. And now I do think that the ruling is a little wonky because there have been plays like this in the past where it gets given to the offense and this one getting given to the defense is a little iffy. But I really don't think that Brandon Cooks had full possession, if I'm going to be honest. And I think the defender was the one who ended up coming away with it. If they would have tied and been locked together, that would obviously go to the offense. Would have been a catch. But I don't know. I think that one's a judgment call from the ref. And I think it could have gone either way. But I think, obviously, the defender came away with it. And it wasn't like we saw in Chicago versus LA, where it was like Devontae had the ball, he had a knee down, and then it got like ripped out over and over like he was trying to strip it. It truly felt like on that Brandon Cooks one, it was a battle for the ball that Denver just won. That the defense just ended up winning. And they ended up obviously winning the game. Josh Allen, though, what are you doing? What the hell are you doing? Especially that play before the end of the half, running with the ball like it's a loaf of bread, just losing it. So Denver gets a free 3 points. A huge swing at the end of the first half there. And I don't know. But of course, the talk of the town is going to be the penalties on that final drive. Brutal. And yes, they were pass interferences. But that's always a brutal way to end a game. You hate to see that. It happens way too often where you can honestly just kind of throw it up and kind of bait out a pass interference depending on the refereeing crew is very tough. Tre'Davious White, of course, had a lot to say after that. The James Cook fumble was huge. Like I said earlier, Buffalo had 4 fumbles, 3 of them lost. Bo Nix didn't play a clean game, though. He did have an interception. He did fumble, but recovered it. And that was really, to me, the story of the weekend was turnovers. Holy cow. Holy turnover. I mean, looked like I was watching Jordan Love out there. Sorry. Just turnovers. Turnover central. Kincaid had a good game. Shakir had a good game. There wasn't really a ton from the playmakers. Josh Allen did have a good game overall. Just the turnovers are so costly. Turnovers are so costly in the NFL. And he just kept turning it over. It's what he does in the playoffs. No, I'm just kidding. He really doesn't turn the ball over in the playoffs. But what he does do in the playoffs is lose. And he did it again. My overreaction to this game is Josh Allen will never win a Super Bowl. I don't care who the head coach is. I don't care who the offensive coordinator is. I don't care who the defensive coordinator is. This dude has had the ball with a chance to win so many times. They changed the overtime rules for him. They added the virtual measurement for him. They yada, yada, yada. He's never won a game in overtime. He just cannot get it done in the playoffs. I really don't know what it is at this point. Obviously, it was the turnovers today against Denver. But he has had the ball in his hands with a chance to win the football game in the playoffs time and time and time again. And he can't get it done. My overreaction, like I said, and he would make the Who's Ah list this week. Josh Allen will never win a Super Bowl. Ever. Ever, ever, ever. And I'm sorry to Bills fans. Obviously, there's a rivalry between us and them. I'm sorry to them because if you're a lifelong Bills fan, I feel bad for you. Because this should have been the year. This should have been the year. There is honestly no reason for this not to have been the year. Obviously, playing at Denver is going to be very tough. Denver played well. Denver did what they needed to do to win the game. They had a very clean game as far as turnovers are concerned. Only the one interception from Bo Nix, which Josh Allen just gave it right back to him. I mean, Buffalo. What are you going to do with Josh Allen? Moving on now to the second game of the weekend. And this is one where I got a prediction right. The Bills and Broncos game, I did not get that one right. Wow. This one I got right, though. Seattle forced... How many turnovers did they force? They forced 3. Like I predicted, that the Seattle defense forces 3 turnovers, and they cruise to a victory. But they dominated. Going to Seattle, I don't care who you are, in the playoffs right now against this defense and Mike Macdonald. Dude... that would be my least favorite place or my least desired place to go play in this playoffs. Like going to play at Seattle, Darnold had 124 yards and they won. And the thing about it too is he didn't need to throw it a lot. Like it wasn't like Darnold played bad. He played well. He just didn't need to. Kenneth Walker eating with that bald head, eating on the ground. 3 touchdowns from him, 116 yards. And Zach Charbonnet is done for the playoffs. It's going to be all Kenneth Walker, and he's going to continue to eat. Maybe some Velus Jones. I don't know, but San Fran, wow. 41-6. Are you kidding me? I can't believe it. I mean, I can. I absolutely can believe it. But I just thought it was going to be a little bit closer, if I'm being honest. But once Rashid Shaheed took that kickoff back, I remember watching that live, obviously. But watching that kick return get taken back, ooh, apparently a earthquake happened again in Seattle after that kickoff. And I don't blame them. The opening kick against your division rival, and you go on and hang 41 on their head. Wow. I mean, Seattle, what a performance. What a game from the Seahawks. Nothing but impressed with them. I'll touch on them a little bit more in my NFC Championship prediction, but who's going to stop them? Who's going to stop them? Moving on to the other AFC divisional round game, the Houston Texans and New England Patriots. And as I did predict, though, with Gonzalez playing and Nico Collins out, the Houston offense looked awful. But the biggest story from that game, I believe, has to be Stroud. The turnovers. How many times can I say it? The turnovers. What a massive problem it was. 4 interceptions in the first half for CJ Stroud. Stroud is the first player in NFL history to have 5 interceptions and 5 fumbles in the same postseason, and he did it in 2 games. CJ Stroud, wow, fraud check. CJ Stroud, is he a fraud? Is his rookie season fraudulent? That being said, though, they have an entirely non-existent run game without Joe Mixon. Woody Marks, 14 carries, 17 yards. Are you shitting me? That is awful. I could get 17 yards on 14 carries. He averaged 1.2 yard a carry. I mean, that's if a dude's. I just can't believe that. Like, if you're 6 feet tall, you would get more yards by just laying down on the ground. Like, if you were at the line of scrimmage and just laid down, you would get more yards than 1.2 yards per carry. Non-existent. And then, of course, they're forced to pass, and C.J. Stroud had an awful game. Higgins had 6 for 59, but him as their number 1 receiver in that game, I don't know. I mean, just an awful performance from Houston's offense. Houston's defense, though, and the positions that they were put in, they played very well. That being said, the New England Patriots, what a performance from their defense. They were clicking. That Foxborough crowd was all over that game. And Drake May had 4 fumbles and an interception. He only lost 2 of the fumbles, but 3 turnovers from May as well. But you kind of expected that, if I'm being honest, against this Houston defense. They are so good, so well coached. But you know who else is so good and so well coached? The New England Patriots. Drake, May. Didn't really even have to do a whole lot. He was able to put his team in a position to win, and they did that. That touchdown in the 4th quarter obviously seals the deal. And the New England Patriots, they suffered so many years of hardship after Tom Brady left. What was it, 5 years maybe of hardship? Dude. And now they're right back. They're going to go to the Super Bowl this year. The New England Patriots are going to go to the Super Bowl. My overreaction for this game is fuck the Patriots and fuck CJ Stroud. No, in all seriousness, CJ Stroud, overrated. Don't forget, after his rookie year, people were putting him in top 5, top 10 conversations. He's not in it. And the New England Patriots are going to go to the Super Bowl, and that is crazy, and I dislike that a lot. But that does mean we are going to get a rematch, no matter what, of a former New England Patriots Super Bowl. Is it going to be the Patriots-Rams rematch with a chance to avenge or, I guess, redo how awful that game was the first time? Or would it be Patriots-Seahawks, one of the best Super Bowls of all time? you got to hand the ball off to Marshawn Lynch there. Jeez. Sorry, Seahawks fans. But the final game of the divisional round was, of course, the Rams and the Bears. So sad. So sad for Chicago. The game really went how a lot of people expected it to go, as far as it really was a defensive battle in the cold, in the snow. I love snow playoff games, but man, what a heartbreaker for Chicago. And what a hard-fought victory for the Rams to go to Soldier Field. I'll give the Rams, obviously, all their credit first. To go to Soldier Field, their passing offense really got shut down by a pretty weak Bears secondary, and they were still able to find a way to win. And that's one thing about the Rams that I mentioned before, is they are battle-tested, and they find a way to win. It's just what they do. It's in their DNA. It's in Sean McVay's DNA. And the Rams obviously going to the NFC Championship game, and it feels like that game would obviously be a blowout with how Seattle played and how the Rams played, but that's just a team that you just can't count out. You cannot count out the Los Angeles Rams, and they proved it. That being said, the Chicago Bears, I'm sorry, Bears fans. I love you, Chicago Bears. Watched that game with all of my close friends, and that was just a heartbreaker. Caleb Williams. That being said, my overreaction for this Bears-Rams game is that the Bears are going to win a Super Bowl within the next 3 years. I might even say 2 years. I mean, that play that Caleb Williams had, fourth and 4, basically 4th and goal. Obviously, you do have a timeout. You can get it first, but it's basically 4th and goal. You need it. You need it, or your season is over. What does he do? You're watching this play live. What does Caleb Williams do? This motherfucker runs backwards 35 yards. When he throws that football, he's standing on the 40-yard line. But it's Caleb Williams, though. It's Caleb Williams, so it doesn't matter. Just plants his feet. How does he see Cole Kmet there at all? I don't know. Plants his feet, sidearm, dime to Cole Kmet. Dime. It's a peach. Right in Cole Kmet's breadbasket in the back corner of the end zone. Are you shitting me? Watching that game, what a moment that was. We were all dogpiled on each other. What a moment to send it to overtime. Of course, the interception in overtime, the interception problems in this postseason from Caleb Williams. In my opinion, this is where stats can and do lie. The interception in overtime, DJ Moore just gives up on the route. Just a miscommunication as to what they saw, as what Caleb Williams said. But from all the angles I've seen, it really looks like DJ Moore just gave up on the route. And as the story for this game, as it was against Green Bay as well, the ball just didn't bounce Chicago's way. Multiple turnover opportunities or turnover-worthy throws from Stafford that just weren't able to be intercepted. On that interception in overtime, what a play by Cam Curl. Bobbles the interception, but is able to still focus and catch it. The ball just didn't bounce the Bears' way. Swift had a good game. Loveland had some drops. The drops were a huge issue as well for both teams, if I'm being honest. Overall, like I said, a very hard fought and just a tough game. But that's my overreaction, is that the Chicago Bears will win a Super Bowl within the next 3 years. It seems inevitable. And they're not going to need all the miracles and everything like that to do it. This is year one with Ben Johnson and Caleb Williams. It's going to be crazy. Now, bouncing over from that to the NFC Championship predictions. This one's, or I guess the championship game predictions, I should say. I apologize. This one's going to be pretty quick. Broncos Patriots, I believe will be slightly closer than people believe, just because it'll be in Denver. Denver has a really good defense, but Jarrett Stidham, my brother in Christ, you are not Nick Foles. You are getting sent home. I feel bad for him, if I'm being honest, because what a shitty position to be in. You haven't taken a snap in like 2 years, and you got to play New England in the AFC Championship game. You're getting sent home. But that being said, Jarrett Stidham, I don't know if you guys remember when Bo Nix was announced as starter, Stidham was the only guy that was like, I deserve to be a starter. I think I deserve to be a starter, yada, yada, yada. Zach Wilson, who had been a starter, was like, yep, I'm here to support, here to do my job. And Jarrett Stidham was pissed off about the decision to start Bo Nix. So, Stidham, put your money where your fucking mouth is and beat New England then. AFC Championship game. If you deserve to be the starter, Bo Nix got him here. Bo Nix played through a broken ankle and got him here. So if you deserve to be the starter, do it. Let's see it. No, give me New England. -5.5 is the current spread that I'm seeing on ESPN right now. I would take that. I do think, though, I think it'll be a 7 to 10 point game. I don't think it'll be a blowout. I think it'll be pretty close. But give me New England -5.5. I like that spread a lot. Seahawks, Rams. Whoo! This will be a banger. The last game before the Super Bowl will be Seahawks, Rams. This should just be an absolute banger. The Rams went on the road to Carolina, went on the road to Chicago, won both of those games in close, hard-fought ball games. They are a battle-tested team with a really good defense that looks like it's firing on all cylinders again. This is a tough one. That being said, I am going to take the Seattle Seahawks. Their spread right now is -2.5. I'm going to take that. But, there's always a but. This one is very tough to predict, if I'm being honest, because can the Rams be clean with the football? The Bears almost forced multiple turnovers for Stafford, but can Sam Darnold be clean with the football? Will Sam Darnold see ghosts? This game is going to be amazing. I am so excited for this. I'm so excited. This game is going to be so good. Broncos Patriots might end up being a good game with a close score. Obviously I'm going to watch it, but I just don't have very high expectations at all. But Rams, Seahawks, woo! This playoffs is absolutely cooked so far. I think it will continue to cook with that game, but I still will give Seattle the edge. I think the 12th man and their home stadium is just going to be a little too much to overcome. That place is going to be rocking. They have good playmakers on offense and defense. So give me the Seattle Seahawks and the New England Patriots to rematch one of the greatest Super Bowls ever, to do it again. That will do it for my divisional round overreactions and NFC and AFC championship predictions. I will finish off today's episode reading some comments from you guys. I got so much support on the first video. I appreciate it so much. As of recording, we're at 104 views in 5 days. Ooh, man, I can't say how thankful I am enough. I appreciate you guys so much. I love you guys so much. I just thank you. Thank you and thank you. I'm glazing you guys to no end. Once again, if you want to see the full length, go to Keatyn Talk Sports on Spotify Podcasts. I'll have the link on the Instagram. I'll have the link in the description here as well once that's uploaded. But we're going to read some comments here today. The first one from Colin Westmoreland. Ben Johnson has done miracles on me. We'll see it right there. I agree, and he is going to continue to do miracles on you. Glaze Ben Johnson as much as you possibly can, because this dude is starting something special. The next one is from my good friend John. The start of an amazing series. Proud to be a day one. He said he loved my take on Tomlin, which ended up being right. And he said he's excited for what's to come with the show. And he says, go Giants. John, my boy Massey, go Giants. The Giants hiring Harbaugh, as I predicted. And they're going to be really good. The Giants are going to be really good. The future is very bright for them. Now, we had multiple comments here, everywhere, giving support for the podcast. I appreciate it. I love you guys. I'm so thankful. Thank you. And it's only just beginning. I really appreciate it. My boy Sam. He said, as a Steelers fan, I'm looking forward to rebuild for a while. We need to suck for a bit to get better. I'm hopeful for change. I would be too. Change is going to be scary, but I think it'll end up being positive for Pittsburgh. Brian Flores coming in, if that is ending up who you guys hire, would be a great move. Obviously, got to do something new at quarterback. I think the offense is the biggest issue. The defense is aging. The offense is... I would treat this like it's Madden, and I would almost rip that whole team to shreds. Get as many either picks or cap room or whatever you possibly can, and just rebuild from the ground up. If you bring Flores in or McDermott or whoever, be like, hey, we're just gonna build from the ground up. We're gonna invest in you being our guy for the future, and we're just gonna fully rebuild, because the 9-8 every year is unacceptable. But no, I appreciate your comment. I appreciate your support, and man, the Steelers are always gonna be the Steelers. They are really never in a bad situation. They're gonna be just fine. Braxton said, Rose got to relax on the political takes. I couldn't agree more. Usually the host is a controversial one, not the co-host, which she's not even here right now. The co-host is extremely controversial. I apologize for her takes. She's extremely racist as well. And I don't know what to do about it. You know, she's going to be featured on the shows. I can't really kick her off or anything. She's contractually obligated. I signed her to a contract before I found out her political views. And so I apologize for that, because, just flat out overly political on a sports show. What are we doing? And racist. Not that bad, but anyways, no, I appreciate your comment. Thank you. And the last one, we saved the best for last. Glaze Jordan Love more. Let me think about that one. No. He got plenty of glaze from me from his game against the Bears. I'll be honest, that was about the first time I've ever watched Jordan Love play where I was like, wow, this dude doesn't have poop in his brain. No, I appreciate you, Lucian, for commenting. I'm always going to give you a hard time. Jordan Love, if he deserves the glaze, he will get the glaze. But no, I'm not going to be playing glazer tag with this dude. Jordan Love is If I did a who's and who's God this week, he'd be number one on who's again, just because he's Jordan Love. No, I'm just kidding. But he did play a good game against Chicago. And I really hope he's enjoying his time in Cancun right now. He's probably loving it there. It's probably pretty nice on a beach somewhere. But no, I appreciate all your guys' comments. I wanted to read the comments instead of doing the who's God this week. So I wanted it to be somewhat shorter episodes. But that will do it for this week. Once again, comment your hot takes, your opinions, things that you want me to give my opinion on, anything, everything, what you like about the show, what you dislike about the show. Do you like the shorter form content on YouTube? Would you rather it be longer form? Anything, everything. Please give me support, give me feedback, like, comment, subscribe, share it, to your mom, your brother, your grandparents, your great-grandparents, your children if you have them. Show your pets. Show everybody. Show everybody. But no, all jokes aside, I appreciate you all. I hope you all are having a great day. Have a great rest of your week. I love you. I appreciate you. You are loved. You are important. And once again, thank you. And that will do it for me in this week's episode of Keatyn Talks Sports. Thank you.